Herb Boyd, Free Speech TV. I'm here this afternoon with Ken Cohen. Hi Ken, how are you?
How's everything?
You know, he's the president of the Flushing branch of
Right.
the NAACP. And I used to see Ken all the time outside the courtroom with a very important case. This is the Sean Bell incident.
Right.
Tell our audience a little bit about Sean Bell, what happened there.
Well, Sean Bell was a young man that was out celebrating his last days of being a bachelor. And the night before his wedding, they went to a club, and there were undercover officers in the club that made some identification that there may have been weapons or drugs with these young people, and they followed them outside and they confronted them in the street where Sean Bell and two other people in the vehicle. Well, Sean Bell was killed and the two other people were seriously injured.
This is like his bachelor party,
Right,
more or less.
Right,
Mhm.
right. And something a young person doesn't expect to happen, or so having his bachelor party.
Yes.
And you know, it led to a long series of protests.
And you certainly was a symbol of that, no matter what the weather was.
Yeah, I was there.
I know I was only out there periodically, but I could always anticipate you being there each and every day.
Every
Where do
day.
we stand right now with this case?
Well, you know, the case went to court. Unfortunately, the officers were vindicated of any wrongdoing, but you know, there were serious aftermaths, you know, by the department.
Yes.
Where many of them did lose their jobs. So on one point, and then of course there was a settlement, and the widow and children did receive something. The parents received something, but you know, nothing replaces a life.
Not at all.
No, and we still stand firm on police brutality and force.
And now there's the lawsuit and everything, isn't
Right,
it?
right. Well, there are several different things. We have the equity and equality school lawsuit that's going on still in New York City, although a judge ruled recently on an injunction that had been filed. The main portions of the lawsuit, which brings and makes the 1.1 million children in New York City entitled to education equality, is the real issue. It never was about charter, district school, or one parent against another parent, which is part of what what some portions of and different factions were trying to do, were to separate the communities, families. We're trying to bring families together, bring parents together for one common cause, and that's the education of their children, and how it boils down in the aftermath of Brown versus the Board of Education.
Now you say 1.1 million in the school system.
1.1 million in the school system. Only 7,000 of that 1.1 million, though, attend charter schools. So when you look at the disparity in numbers, you have to look at the greater number and what you want to bring about for a successful education. And we know that the education in New York City is wanting. And that's why we're in this struggle now, because we have to turn it around. We can't let 1.1 million children fall by the wayside.
How's it been for you out here in Los Angeles?
Oh, Los Angeles has been wonderful.
Right.
And the convention is really moving forward. We've received our marching orders last night from our chairman, Rosalind Brock, and today we had a fabulous speech from our president and CEO, Benjamin Jealous, and we're all fired up and ready to go.
You say fired up and raised up and ready to go.
That's it. You're going to see us out in the streets, and you know, this afternoon our youth will be out there. They're going over to do a community service project at the Midnight Mission. And you'll see a couple of hundred young people out there showing what the NAACP teaches and how they develop our youth.
Ken, you've always been on the ramparts, and I look to see you there forever. I'll keep abreast with the lawsuit and everything and see exactly what happens with that, and stay the soldier in the struggle.
We will.
This is Ken Cohen. I'm Herb Boyd, Free Speech TV.
All right, thank you.